Tanki Online, that one fun and addictive game from your childhood, had a huge downfall. And I'm not kidding when I say huge, because this game had like millions of players, and now there's barely thousands. So, yeah, a lot of stuff happened. There were tons of bad updates, and there was a lot of needless experimentation here and there. But that's not the point of this video. The point is that even after all of this stuff that has happened, there's still people that play the game. So, why do people still play Tanki Online? I mean, yeah, the current community is somewhat a fraction of what used to exist back in the day, but still, these people do have some motivation to play. So, what is this motivation? We're gonna get right into it, but before that, welcome back to SHK 17's Month of Gaming, a series where I upload a new video every other day under normal circumstances. But what happened was that due to a few issues, I could not upload the past few days. So we only have the last 3 days left for this entire series, so I'm gonna try to do a daily upload. And yeah, if you want to not miss out on any of the videos that I'll upload tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, then subscribe. And yeah, that's all. Let's get straight into the video. So the first reason, in my opinion, is the fact that people have invested real money into the game. And I mean, this is a pretty common thing, especially, even since the early bad days, as I would like to call it, from Tanki Online 2015, 2016, when the whole buyer friendly updates started rolling in. And it's a pretty simple equation, in my opinion. You invest money into your game account, and that becomes one of the main reasons why you continue to play on that account. Because obviously, it builds a certain connection. Like, if you don't invest money into the game, and if you do invest it, then there is a very significant difference. So naturally, people that have put actual money into the game will not really feel like giving up on the game as easily as someone that has not invested any money into the game. I mean, why would you want to do that? You have exclusive paints, you have skins, you have augments, you have all of those different things, and even so, fact is that you have advantageous aspects in that account in which you invested money into. What I'm trying to say here is that a lot of games, and I wouldn't even say a lot, I'd say almost all of the multiplayer games that you see mainstream right now have this feature where you can get certain skins and certain designs and whatnot by using real money in the game. You'll see that option a lot. And nothing wrong with earning an extra buck or something just because people enjoy your game and want to have different colors or cosmetics in that game. But here's the thing, in Tanki Online, you don't only get cosmetics and you don't get the advantages limited to your looks, you get actual gameplay advantages from investing money. So I can be way better than everyone else in the game just by using my credit card and buying an augment, or buying a lot of containers that allow me to get an augment that will give me a significant advantage over the others. So it's a game that is complicated and difficult for most people, but it's gonna be relatively easier for me. Why wouldn't I want that? And if I have that already, then why would I want to leave and play some other game in which I'm the one being crushed? That doesn't make sense. So that's my first reason. Second reason, I believe, is for the people that don't buy, or like they buy very little but they still play the game and they've been playing since a long time. The reason here is that it is an addictive game. It's a fact. Ever since this game began in 2009, people have been taking doses of Tanki Online like it's some sort of drugs. I mean, Mexican cartels be looking for this game at this point. But point being that this game is like at any stage, pre-rebellions, post-rebellions, post-2015, before 2015, 2020, before new overdrives, after new overdrives, at any point, if you play the game and you just try to see the bright side of it, you're not gonna see the bad aspects, or at least you're not gonna 100% quit and just leave the game due to the bad aspects. For example, even me, I'm not saying I'm addicted, because I'm definitely not, but let's say, for example, I usually don't play matchmaking, and even the event modes, we're gonna make a video on the event modes definitely, because there's a lot of good event modes that are very rarely seen these days, like those hopper railgun modes on skyscrapers, and there's the everyone's a juggernaut, those kind of things. Instead of those modes, it's just like solo juggernaut every other weekend, which is pretty weird to me, but anyways, you get the point. So I personally don't like matchmaking all that much, but I do love to play XPBP, and nothing changes that. So I'm still I wouldn't say addicted, but I am attracted to play that part of the game. In fact, the gameplay that you're watching right now is me playing XPBP. Yeah, I'm not really the best player out there, but the fact is, I'm still playing the game, and that says a lot. Especially when you look at my own channel page. And what I mean by this is that, you know what, first of all, once you finish this video, go into my channel page and just skim through my videos. Not saying watch every single one of them, but just look at them, look at the titles and read them out. And that's like, you're gonna see a lot of videos that are basically me criticizing Tanki Online developers and me literally just bashing Tanki Online and all the stuff that's wrong with it. And fact is that even after all of that, I still play the game at times. So does that mean I'm hypocritical? No, not really. It just means that I appreciate the game for its good parts and I bash all the bad aspects that should not be there or the ones that should be changed. That's how it is. But just take this example of me and put it into every other player. People in the game always have something to criticize and they always have something that they find good about the game. So people will find a tiny bit of Tanky Online. Maybe it's XBBP, maybe it's matchmaking, maybe it's camping, maybe it's esports, maybe it's just chilling in a parkour map with other people that don't know what they're doing with their life. You're just gonna have that mid life existential crisis in silence CTF with 6 other people and possibly a few others that are just throwing rockets at each other from striker and having parkour fights. This is highly specific, but anyways, you get the point. People have so many different ways of playing Tanky Online. It's a really diverse game of sorts, so you're always gonna find a tiny bit of Tanky Online that you can stick to and you're gonna play that, which is why people that still play the game play the game. And that was my second reason. My third reason is that this game is composed of a lot of players that have limited options except Tanky Online. I mean, basically they don't play a lot of other multiplayer games. This could be due to their actual equipment, like the hardware limitations of their PC or their laptop, or it could be just basically that they don't want to explore more games. They just want to play Tanky Online and have fun with it. Because there's a lot of tank games out there's a lot of non-tank games out there that could be fun, but they just don't care about that all that much. They just want to play Tanky Online. So these people, they're not just gonna leave their comfort zone and go out and explore new games that they may or may not like. Just play the game, and especially since you've been playing it since 8-9 years, you have a legend account and a lot of great equipment. Why bother? Even though you could do that, it would not be a bad option to just stick around and possibly just enjoy different types of updates that come to Tanky Online. And mind you, it's Tanky Online, so the updates are pretty weird. I mean, flying hulls, special festive game modes you've never heard of, and basically you're not gonna be able to expect whatever the heck you're trying to expect, if that makes sense. Doesn't really, but we roll with it. And yeah, that's my point here, which is that people won't really make the extra effort to explore new games when they already have a comfortable space to play in. So yeah, these were my 3 main points for why people still play Tanky Online. But you know what? Let's do a bonus round and I'll give you 2 more reasons why people still play the game. But before that, hit the like button and subscribe this channel for more videos like this. Now let's get straight into it. So the fourth point, I believe, or well, the first bonus point, is that people tend to return to this game again and again for the nostalgia. You used to play this game as a child. I used to play this game as a child. A lot of us used to play this game when we were small. And from this majority of people, what happens is that someone is just sitting and all of a sudden it clicks that, oh yeah, that game I used to play in my childhood, where is it now? So they open tankyonline.com and they play the game. So maybe they're gonna stick around for like 2 to 3 days, maybe a week, maybe more than that. But fact is that that's how they're gonna return to the game and possibly continue to play it. So yeah, a lot of us may do this, and it's not even just like a Tanky Online thing. It's generally something that you may experience in your life, and it's not even associated with gaming in general. But just for the sake of an example, let me name a few games that you may have played in your childhood, alright? Need for Speed 2 was pretty common, Need for Speed Underground or Need for Speed Underground 2 maybe if you like racing games. And even though it's not that old, PUBG in its initial years, and maybe some show that you watched on TV. So there's a lot of different examples that come into this, but you did not remember these games until about 15 seconds ago, until I named them, and now you feel like you want to try them out again. Yes or no? That's a yes. I'll take that as a yes, because that's exactly how the mind works. You remember a good memory from way back in your childhood, and when you remember it, you want to experience it again. Like I said, it's a completely natural feeling. So that's how things work. And I mean, in this regard, my advice to you would be that everything that you're having right now, enjoy it, be grateful for it, and there's nothing like enjoying what's in the present. Because when you look back in the past, yes, you're gonna relive the memories in your own mind, and you're gonna be like, yeah, those were the good old days. But there's gonna be a sense of regret that maybe I could have utilized that time a bit better. So instead of like wasting time and then looking back, how about you use the present to the most advantage that you possibly can, right? And this is not just a tanky related thing, it's a general, you could take it as a life lesson. I don't even know why I'm talking about this in a game about tanks that kids play, but whatever. Anyways, my last point in this video is that people still play the game because there are new people that have come to the game, and although they are not like a lot in number, the new people that have come across this game do play it in like a less frustrated way than old players, if you know what I mean. Like, old players are always talking about the good old days and how things went bad, and I'm one of those guys actually. So whatever. But the new players, they don't know the good old days. Like, for them, the good old days are now, right? They just started the game and they're just enjoying it for what it is right now. So these new players, that will also probably increase once Tanki Online starts promoting the game. Yeah, those are the ones that are still playing the game. And yeah, that's the video. So if you liked the video, then click the like button, and if you want to watch more videos like this, then subscribe. Share your thoughts with me in the comments. I read all of them, and I'll see you in the next episode of SHK 17's Month of Gaming. See you.